today is the application deadline. Listen up. For the city's summer youth employment program, such an important thing here, which provides jobs to teens and young adults for 6 weeks in July and August.
It's the largest program of its kind nationwide with 100,000 slots available. And this morning, we're joined by Commissioner Keith Howard from the city's Department of Youth and Community Development with some big news about the program.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Please take it away. Share the news.
Sure. So we're extending the application deadline.
Okay.
Today was the deadline, March 1st, as you indicated. Now the deadline is March 15th.
Okay.
We
Very
want to get
cool.
as many kids and parents, of course, registering their kids for the summer youth employment application.
There you go.
So that parents and kids know, is it 12 years or 16 years? When can you start?
Oh, 14 to 24.
Okay.
Absolutely.
How many applications have you gotten so far up until this point that then you decided to extend?
We have about 140,000 applications.
Wow. So far?
So far. Last year, we had about 176,000 applications. So it is a very robust program. This is the third summer that actually we're at 100,000 slots. Prior to that, prior to the last administration, it was 75. But this Mayor Eric Adams, increased it to 100,000. So we're in our third summer with 100,000 young people.
Great experience for kids. So what kind of jobs are out there?
Oh, amazing jobs, right? So we're talking about working for Citibank. We're talking about working for Louis Vuitton. We're talking about working for New York City Hospital Corporation. So it's a variety of different opportunities, tech world. So a young person, whatever career they're looking to do, they have a wide variety of choices.
Do they get to choose where they go, or are you assigning them a job depending on, like, say, the sector that they choose to be in?
So in their application process, they get an opportunity to select which industry and which sector.
So if they say
they're
tech.
looking for experience. If they say tech, we try to match them up with a tech company.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
When you talk about the pay for these kids, what's that scale?
So last year, minimum wage was $15.
Yeah.
Now it's $16 an hour.
That's
So,
a pretty
yes,
big
it's
deal if
very
you're 14
impressive.
years old.
Absolutely. Sure.
Wow.
Why did you decide to extend the deadline?
Well, because we want as many kids and parents to be able to apply, to have opportunities. We're doing strategic recruitment. We're looking at communities that have the highest level of gun violence. We're looking at communities that have the highest level of foster care. We're looking at communities that have people with disabilities, kids with disabilities. So we're trying to cast the net out and get in as much response as we can.
Are you telling the companies involved in this to take a look at where these kids are from, maybe those dynamics to get the job?
We're actually matching with our providers because it's all provider driven. So we're asking our providers to make sure that you're talking with those companies. And we also want to highlight our local businesses as well in the communities. And that's how we're making that match.
The right now you have 145,000 applications. You're looking to go higher than that. Last year you said you had 176, but there's only 100,000 spots, right? So it's very competitive. And yeah, that was an increase of the 25,000 jobs that the mayor called for. Is there room for even more to get that number higher than 100K?
So we would love for every young person to have a job.
Yeah.
But we also like to stress, volunteering is also good as well. So we stress that if you're not part of the lottery and you're not selected in the lottery, then why don't you volunteer? That's also good as well.
A paycheck is better.
They want money.
Okay, all right. What other benefits are out there with this program? I mean, you get some work experience. Maybe you get your eyes open. But what about, traveling to and from work, the discipline that comes with it?
Well, young people live on their phones, right? So that's a discipline going into the workplace, understanding that, hey, you can't live on your phones. You have to be engaged, and having young people also focus in on that as well. Those are some of the soft skills that they need to learn. So I would focus in on, hey, employers are out there. They're teaching you responsibility. You got to get up in the morning. You got to, look professional when you go to work, and you got to practice those soft skills.
Yeah, it's important. The pay that you mentioned, the minimum wage pay, is that coming from the city, or do the companies pay the youth?
So we finance.
Okay.
It's New York City. The mayor had made sure we had plenty of money in our budget to be able to pay for the wages. So we subsidize the wages.
Okay, gotcha.
But the actual corporations are picking the applicant that they choose?
So it's a match. It's a match. We are provider driven, so we actually have our providers out there connecting young people to these jobs, and the wages come from the city of New York.
Where should they go to apply?
They can go to our website, New York City Department of Youth and Community Development, DYCD Connect, and they can enroll.
All right.
All right.
Good stuff all around. Commissioner Howard, always great to see you.
Always great to see you,
Important.
too.
I can't believe we're talking summer already. Here we go.
Right,
all right?
exactly.
Don't forget, you got 2 more weeks now to get those applications in, everybody. Money, 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 all right?
It's important. All right, thank you.